What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Bling Talks. We have Emily Boren with us today. She has over 30 years experience in the jewelry industry. She is a top performing internet sales manager right now at Carol's Jewelers in Fort Lauderdale. We're so happy to have you, Emily.
It's so nice to be here. Thank you for having me, Anthony.
Absolutely. I can't wait to talk further with you. You know, we've had a little quick talk and I just really enjoyed it. You know your stuff. You're definitely passionate about the jewelry industry, surely experienced. So thank you so much for obviously spending time. I know you guys are busy over there. So I just wanted to tell you thank you. I know your time is valuable.
Thank you. I love what I do. I love what I do
Yes.
every day. It's like Christmas.
I love it. I love it. So, you know, just kind of give the viewers and myself a little bit of an idea of kind of how you got into the jewelry business.
Oh, my mother loved jewelry. She was from Brooklyn, and every year she would go up and buy a piece. So at a very early age, from the time I was about 12, I was painting fences and cutting grass and saving my money so that one time a year I could go to New York to the Diamond District and we could make our way through the different counters. So I learned very early on about how it's possible to negotiate and find all sorts of different things.
Wow. So you've kind of had a passion from this from day one, really.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I started in regular retail and then I ended up in wholesale chains out of Italy. And then to another manufacturer, a large manufacturer who supplies a number of department stores in the area. And I did their stone buying. And it was very exciting. We did specially cut stones and many of them were sourced from Germany.
Wow. So you've obviously had different positions, you know, for different types of companies. You know, I've noticed you've worked for some big box stores. You've had wild success in a lot of different positions. You know, to add, she is also GIA certified, and you know, don't be modest, she was in the top 3 of her class with that. So of all those positions, kind of what are you most passionate about, and how have you grown, you know, the Carol's Jewelers and, you know, businesses that you've worked for through that?
Actually, I've always chosen businesses that had some kind of a challenge or a project that we were able to grow. When I came here, the website was fledgling. We needed to rebuild it, make new themes. Since then, we've gone from about 2,000 items to 12,000. I'm very proud of that. I have been a part of most of the content that's in there, not the technical, but, you know, gemological details and just specifics of jewelry. But I'm trying to fill it with all of the classic styles that people have loved, the eternity bands, the diamond bracelets, but also all the new things. A lot of people are enjoying the stackable rings, the stackable necklaces. So we're trying to stay up with all the trends.
I'm really glad you said that, because I think there's a lot of value and importance of sharing how you are staying up with the latest trends there. Both, let's talk about, you know, the design and kind of the jewelry trends, and then, you know, maybe talk about the obvious technology changes that are coming to all of us, not really coming, they're here. So,
hey, they're giving me a lot of help.
Yeah. You know, so I guess, you know, if you could shed any light on, you know, the design and fashion side of it, and then the technology and, you know, AI side of things.
Absolutely. Yellow gold is definitely back. People are now coming back to fill in their yellow gold wardrobe, where for the last 25 or 30 years, everybody had been getting the white gold, which also looks like platinum, which also looks like silver, and it's very easy to mix those up. I myself have always had multi-tone jewelry, and that way I could go in whichever direction was needed. Rose gold is still always popular. People love the rose gold, but they're enjoying the stacking. So little thin rings that they can put multiples on. We're seeing a resurgence in a number of gemstones, including Savarite, which is a fiery green gemstone. Looks a little like emerald, except it has more fire to it, I must say. Different. It has a different glow. So it's exciting just to see what people are coming in. And of course, they want to wear what their newscasters are wearing, or the stars that are on TV. And they have been so wonderful in wearing all sorts of different jewelry that it's been leading a direction for fashion.
Wow. So that's really interesting, and it brings me to another thing that's kind of floating out, I think, in the open with the industry with, lab growns versus natural stone.
Absolutely.
What
Let me
does that
just say,
mean for
let me
us
just say
jewelers?
one
Yeah.
thing before we go into lab growns.
Sure, absolutely.
Men are wearing a lot more necklaces. So diamond tennis necklaces, they're coming in and asking for, or gemstone, or little pearls. And these are fashion styles that men have never enjoyed before. And it is just so exciting. And I'm very passionate about all the new men's collections that we're adding. So I just wanted to say that real quickly before we went into lab grown, because there's so much to say in lab growns.
Yeah, absolutely. And those bracelets that people are coming in at Carol's and buying, and those trends you're noticing, are those natural stones or lab growns that you're seeing?
Both.
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 Awesome.
We
Yeah.
have a large collection of new, but we also have estate, but we offer lab grown as well, because it is very popular and you're able to get much bigger, heavier size bracelets at affordable prices.
It makes sense. And I'm glad we're talking about it, because I think it's a major thing to protect jewelers. Just being aware of what's going on with those trends and what could be happening with the value of the most rare stone known to man. So do you guys have a percentage? And I kind of ask everybody this, but do you know a percentage of lab grown versus natural that's going out the doors?
I would probably say we're about 30% lab grown. The rest are ground grown. There are people who come in and ask for one and end up with the other
Yeah.
for whatever reason. It just depends what you're in the market for. If you're
Sure.
somebody who would like a generous size stone and you have a limited budget and you don't have $15,000 to $20,000 for a 2-carat diamond of a high quality of color and clarity, then a lab grown, you're going to be able to have a whole ring for maybe $7,000 with a 2-carat on it.
Right.
So for somebody to be able to walk out with all sorts of wow
It's
on their finger.
it's definitely an issue, and 30% is a significant number. So
And what's really incredible is, depending on how long they leave it there, they can turn them different colors. So reliably, they have a really nice pink, yellow, and blue. The green they're still working on.
Awesome. That's great insight. And
So you have your bridal, just so I specify, you have your bridal, but you also have the lab grown in studs and bracelets and necklaces and hoops and secondary jewelry. So I would say primarily the bridal is usually in a ground grown, but a lot of the secondary pieces or the additional eternity band or another set of diamond earrings, those might be lab grown.
that makes perfect sense. And let's talk about Carol's just a little bit. Obviously a great organization. What are the main focuses that people would come to Carol's? Is it bridal, Do we have in-house repair? Let's talk about the
I
organization real quick.
would say bridal and estate. I would say bridal and estate. Once upon a time, we were very well known for our children and our giftware, and we still have a huge selection of that. But Bob, the owner of the store, Bob Mormon, he is very well known around the area. He's like the mayor of Los Olas. He stands well over 6 foot tall, handsome, gray hair, big blue eyes. So he knows everyone. And he's very well known and very proud of his very large estate department.
That's amazing. And jewelry can be a whole lot more than just jewelry. And you're obviously a super passionate person. And I come from a family business background, and we take immense pride in it. And so it's good to hear that. How do you guys get involved with the community?
Oh, multiple ways. He belongs to the local executive club. He belongs to one, his son belongs to another, the other son belongs to another. So they've covered all the different areas. One of the boys who manages here is president of the local Los Olas Society Association. One of the other boys is president of the local GIA Association. They are very strong in the churches. We make a lot of donations to like the Children's Museum. The Children's Discovery Museum was the one that we just did, but there's dozens that we do throughout the year, different charities for the homeless, for the children, for education, for neighborhoods, things of value, things that our community would be interested in.
I love it. I'm just glad to hear that. And it kind of shows in the reviews that you guys have. So just kind of wanted to highlight the organization. There's a reason you're on here. There's a reason Carol's on here.
I have never enjoyed working for a company so much in my entire life.
That is amazing.
I can pretty much do, make, find, buy, put together anything I want. And I can't tell you that kind of, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. It's
after working for box stores.
Yeah. The girl in the Diamond District's dream come true kind of job.
Absolutely. And I did spend my fair time in New York and also in Los Angeles, where I walked the streets with $100,000 in my pocket and stood on the corner next to the Hasidim with the old McDonald's bags, and they had the same. There is just something exciting about the jewelry industry. Very, very small, very expensive, exciting, bright, sparkly things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let's ask, you mentioned the big box store real quick. Let's just give us your kind of feedback on the difference as far as on the back end, and then how they treat customers versus let's say
I worked for usually very high-end stores. That was generally not the issue. Most recently, I did, for my second time, work for Zale Corporation, who owns so many of the stores in the mall. And people don't realize that they're competing against themselves, or that's why it's the exact same merchandise. It was more important. Can I be honest?
Of course, we're here to build value and share the truth for the jewelry community. So absolutely.
Okay. I got reprimanded one time because I sold a $1,200 necklace. The reason I got reprimanded was because they would have preferred that I sell a $250 necklace and also get the repairs for anything else. Also upsell them. Also get a credit referral, a credit application, and sell them a teddy bear instead of sell a $1,200 necklace.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that
know who sells teddy bears every Christmas time.
Yep. Is that Build-A-Bear?
No, it would be anybody through Zales. So
Oh,
So,
got it.
yeah, Jared's
Right.
K's.
I noticed you worked for them. So
Worst 18 months in my entire life.
I noticed it was the shortest on your, uh,
It was, it was,
impressive
it was, it was
resume.
miserable because I am too honest for my own good. I am
Well,
too honest for my own good.
I love that. All right. So obviously that kind of answers both questions about the back end and the front end, the way they treat customers. So I guess one of the last questions I want to ask you is how you guys are adapting to the business climate with specifically to technology, artificial intelligence. If you want to go in, how much are you guys leveraging that? Where have you guys seen success? And, if you want to share, areas you'd like to improve on, let's just talk about it.
We are just growing in those areas. We have 12,000 things online. I am using some AI for descriptions because they make such beautiful descriptions, much nicer than I'm able to 12,000 times over, making it new and fresh each and every time. There's probably a lot different directions that can be used for the AI moving forward. My understanding is the more perfect the website, the more complete the website is, the higher you will get on the rankings. So I'm doing absolutely everything possible as they keep changing technology of what SEOs are looking for. I'm trying to implement every possible avenue that I can to get an edge on it. I have noticed since we've put on 4,000 more things in the last couple of weeks, we've been getting more orders online. I'm very, very happy about that. We've ordered actually in gift items. I had the same item ordered twice in a week. I nearly fell over. I said, "Are you sure that's not the same one?" So obviously something is working where just having complete information, having all the details of everything, having the best pictures that we can, just doing everything we can, because people are going to decide to spend their money or not spend their money right now.
Yeah,
Everybody has priorities.
awesome. So, do you guys have like a director of marketing? Are you mainly that person? Do you guys have a team that you work with?
I am hedging for that. I have a manager over me. We just repositioned from one person we were with. We need to be with somebody else. I myself would like to do it, but I have several hats I'm wearing right now. And until I get more done, I'm a little shy about asking for it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, not shy, demanding it, saying you need to give it to me. But they know how much is on my plate right now, and they're 100% correct.
Awesome. Well,
And I also sell on the front, so
yeah, you're wearing a few hats there.
yes.
Have you guys had any experience like successful? Let's talk about what's been successful as far as like, have you guys done advertising campaigns, events that work?
We do buying events where we have an estate company come. It is published in the newspaper. We get a lot of feedback from that. We have had giveaways and that are promotional, and of course we capture all the information from there that we're then able to use for marketing moving forward. I've gotten thousands of people that way. We give away very nice Bellatois pieces, which is a sterling silver rhodium plated brand that does beautiful enamel and CZs.
Wow.
Just to give Bellatois a little plug there, because they have beautiful things. Pandora shouldn't be around now that Bellatois are here.
Perfect time, to kind of, I guess, we'll segue into, first of all, is there anything else that you would want to share with our viewers, as far as, how to grow the business or anything like that?
Listen.
I love that.
Listen to your customers. I mean, really listen to them. Not be half listening and saying, oh, I got something over here. Really listen to them. Because I can tell you in the 7 years I've been here, I've only had 4 things returned.
Wow. That
That is
says,
wow,
yeah,
because I listened.
that is great.
If you listen to your customers, they will tell you what they want and need. And then you can implement it. You can go out and buy it. You could market it. You can put it in front of them. And they will come if you just listen to what people need.
Yeah. I mean, I have nothing to add to that. That's just great. And I think that good intent and really caring and listening never lies, never loses, especially in the jewelry industry. So it's just great to see you doing what you're doing and an organization that also supports that and is in that same lane. So, Emily, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. If people want to get a hold of you or Carol's Jewelers, how would they do that?
Well, we have a website, so we're online. We would be carolsjewelers.com, and we are www.carolsjewelers.com. You can also reach me at emily@carolsjewelers.com or our phone number 954-463-3711.
Thank you so much, Emily.
Thank you so much for your time and your interest. I really appreciate it.
You're a rock star. Loved talking to you. Loved hearing your insight. And just look forward to, talking more with you and building a relationship with you and seeing Carol's Jewelers crush it and grow. And yeah, it was a pleasure. Guys, if you've made it this far, and you enjoyed or saw something of value with what Emily just shared, share, like the podcast, share it to a friend who's growing in the business. We're here to build community. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to another podcast episode of Bling Talks with Emily Boren from Carol's Jewelers in Fort Lauderdale.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.